I am Heavy Blaster Guy, and this is my blaster. She weighs 1.27 kilograms and fires absolute standard foam darts as fast as I could pull the trigger. It basically costs nothing for you to fire this blaster as long as you pick up your darts.
It's Tag Back, the show where every week we take a look at another blaster from the paster to see what it can offer us today in the present. And this week we're looking at something that's not really from the past, it's not even that old, but it's already been discontinued, and even I didn't think too much of it when it came out. And my, how was I wrong? Nobody really talked about it, because today we're talking about the N-Strike Elite Hailfire. What is it about the Hailfire that just fell off the map? This thing is awesome! It carries 8 magazines! 8! And yet nobody ever talks about it. Nobody ever brings up the Hailfire. Why is that? I have a theory, and I think it didn't pick up too well because it came with 6 round magazines in space year 2012. That's not exactly good business practice because the Stampede came with like 4, 3, 18 darts and even a couple of 6-rounders. And even this thing had its own dedicated upgrade kit called the Hailfire Upgrade Kit. And that only came with 6-dart magazines as well, bringing its total capacity up to 48. The Hailfire works like pretty much every other flywheel blaster ever. There's 2 triggers, you got your rev trigger, you got your firing trigger. So you pull this thing to rev it up, and you pull this thing to fire it. Really, really nice. Right here is your handle that indexes the next magazine. Here's your jam clear door. Here is 2 very nice sling points. The battery tray is located in the back. Remove 2 screws and a 4 AA battery holder pops out. And of course, you've got a tactical rail down here, which I don't know what you'd ever use with, because you're going to be holding it like this the entire time anyway. Kind of weird. And of course, no muzzle attachment or stock attachment, because seriously, screw you guys, we're Hasbro, lol.
Who mocked Hailfire? Alright. Who touched my toy?
And honestly, its capacity claims are a bit misleading because, well, it does hold 8 magazines, but when you pull the trigger, it doesn't exactly automatically index them. In fact, the way you change magazines is by cranking that thing forward, which is kind of just a quick reload. It doesn't exactly mean that it holds 144 darts. It just reloads really quickly. If there's one thing that's awesome about the Hailfire besides the fact that it holds a buttload of darts, it's the trigger. It's amazing. It has the perfect pull of any Nerf trigger I have ever used ever. It is so smooth, so nice, has the perfect amount of travel. And I haven't had it jam yet, unlike the Raven, which likes to jam constantly. This thing's been pretty good to me. I'm sure it can jam, but hey, it hasn't yet. Not that I've used it a hell of a lot, because trust me, nobody has. And because it's just like any other flywheel blaster, you can in fact change the motors in it to give it more of a punch and overvolt it. Which begs the question, why am even I guilty of forgetting this thing? It's massive, it's huge, and nobody ever used it.
The wall is about 25 feet away, and of course, since it's Elite Blaster, it gets elite ranges, just like a Strive for a Raven. The only cool thing about this blaster is, of course, that mag switching mechanism. It is really fun, and it makes you feel like a total boss whenever you change the magazine.
Honestly, I think the Hailfire died way too soon. This was one of the more innovative things Nerf has ever made, and it's probably the last time we'll see anything quite this substantial. It never got a re-release in the Elite line except for the Sonic Ice version, which I've literally never seen with my 2 eyes at any Toys R Us. So that kind of gives you the impression of how good this thing was when it was new. Nobody bought it, honestly. And even now, this thing is missing the top cover that covers the magazines and says Hailfire on it, which I don't have, and I've never found one thrifting that did actually have that piece. It's so misunderstood, and yet it's so cool. Kind of random to have a tag back in a blaster that's barely 4 years old, but the Hailfire was forgotten way too quickly. Nobody remembers the thing, I barely remember the thing, and I own 2 of them. It's embarrassing, and yet it's so misunderstood. In a world where Ravens and Strifes and Rapid Strikes and everything else is being modified left and right, how come the Hailfire gets absolutely no love?
Some say they can outrun me. Maybe. Maybe. I have yet to see man outrun Foam Dart.
Ah, the poor Hailfire. So misunderstood. Do you love the Hailfire? Do you hate it? Do you want one? Does it hold a special place in your loadout? And of course, if you have any Hailfire related stories, go ahead and drop them down in the comment boxes below. I would love to read them. And if you like the Hailfire, the best way to express that is by hitting the like button. And if for some reason you hate the Hailfire, you can hit the dislike button, but trust me, all of us will be judging you every step you take. Here's 2 more videos you can check out if you like what I do, and of course, if you want to see next week's tag back, the easiest way of doing that is by hitting the subscribe button. Seriously, you just click that right there, automatically subscribes. Next Monday, new tag back for you and a completely different blaster. It couldn't get any easier. I'm Walcom S7, and I hope to see you in an entirely different video.